G'day, hi and welcome. Where did my box liner go? That's where it went. You know what I like about crowbars? Is when you speak with a crowbar, things listen. This went in, it was a real bitch getting it out of that other truck, but it went in pretty good. Got a little bit of warpage here. I'll show you what happened. That's not too bad. I'll maybe stick something in there. But those even popped into place. I didn't have to fight with, except for that one there. I'll just cut it out a bit more. But you can see what I was going for. You see, yeah, so that's basically just so it's easy to remove the bed liner. Everything went in. Now that, I get to say, that isn't going anywhere. There's a little lip here that you got to kind of get underneath, and a little lip here. Now I still got my pocket stakes covered. My uncle never used these because he always had the cap on it, right? So that means like these are the pocket stake parts are pretty good. Now what I got to watch out for, you can see like things here, rain are going to get in there. So what I'm going to do is even if you use a wood block, I don't care what you use, just probably try to keep that so that the rain doesn't get in there as much. Like, I mean, rain's still going to get in there, and sure, after driving around with it for a while, it'll kind of take its shape or whatever. But no, it went in pretty good. It seems to, yeah, it went in a lot easier than it came out of the other truck, and I sort of cleaned it-ish. Boy, does that ever change things. Now, just because you got a box liner in there, and this one's a rugged liner, so doesn't mean you can just grab things and huck them in there. Don't let it fool you. Yeah, the bed liner will take it, but you see that back window? Do you like your back window? Don't just huck things in there. So that's good. Better not. Now, the last part I got to do is put this on. Now, one of the things I did is, okay, if you want to call it a cleaning, I call it cleaning. This is the back side of it here. I just wanted to make sure it was dry. I don't care if it's stained or anything. Dry, same with the box liner, is dry, bone dry on the bottom. Now, these little guys are Torx. It's a number 30 Torx. If you don't know what a Torx look like, get them out. It's these guys. Are kind of starish shaped. Like a 5 or 6 pointed star. I think it's 6 point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so the 6 point, and basically you just take these out. Now what I'm going to do is take these out, and there's a little washer on each one. And if you don't have a washer, like the guy used something else on these on his truck. He only had 2 Torx, so maybe those have been over drilled out or something like that. If so, just put in a wash or something. The idea is just to keep your tailgate from getting smacked, stuff like that. But the thing is they're Torx. Now, years ago, only mechanics could buy Torx because they were an anti-theft device or an anti-tampering device. But now, so many people use Torx on stuff. Every vehicle has Torx. My motorcycle has Torx, so now you can buy them, and you will need them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my anti-seize, and I'm just going to put a little bit of an anti-seize on that. These are self-tapping screws is what they are. I'm just going to put a little bit of anti-seize on there before I put it back in. They're galvanized screws, but the box isn't, so it's just to keep the threads. I just a little dip, just a little dab. Is it overkill? Yeah, sure, but is it going to hurt? No. So anyway, I'll show you when I'm done, and yeah, I got a box liner, so I just got to pry that one out there. Maybe I'll cut that one out, so because what'll happen is I'll forget about it, and then I'll have to use that tie down over on the far side, and I'll forget about it, and it's like, geez, I can't get to it. Yeah, so I don't want that to happen, and I'll do something about this, make sure it stays in. Plus I still got to put in the truck box. Yeah, so that's still lasting. 175 bucks for the bed liner and that. Yeah, it's used, but this will make life a lot easier. That way I don't have to carry all my tools in the cab. Because I love a rig cab, 8-foot box. I love it, but it's like a sports car. You don't have a lot of utility inside the cab. It's more roomy than you would think, but it's, you know, if you want to do groceries and stuff like that, or, yeah, you can put groceries in the front seat, but you're going to have to put the wife in the box and the children in the little box there, or whatever on the way back, something like that, if you have that stuff, you know. But anyway, you know, but yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get that on there, and then that's the truck maintenance for today. I've checked the oil, checked all the fluids. I check all the fluids at least once a week on the truck as a regular maintenance thing. Again, this is a work truck, right? And this thing, it's the only vehicle I have. I have to keep it running the best I can. Is it going to leave me somewhere? Probably. Is it worth putting money into? Well, it's been making me money. This truck including the gas, has not cost me a cent to own since I bought it last year. I paid $500 for the truck. Yeah, I got all this for $500. Okay. I bought it from an uncle, so call it nephew's discount or whatever. A truck like this, I could turn around and sell. If I held out, probably get $2,500 for it. $1,500 would be gone tomorrow morning. $2,000, maybe 2 weeks. If you understand the price of trucks right now, whether you're in Canada or you're in the States or anywhere, if you understand the price of trucks, somebody say, I wouldn't pay that for it. If somebody needs a truck, they'll pay me a lot of money for a truck in this condition, just because it's running. Even if it's two-wheel drive, doesn't matter. A truck's a truck, right? I gotta get that done, and my phone is ringing again.